Good evening, gents. This is Draco, and today we're going to finish up the league we started. And we are 3-0 with TDBappo's list, running 4 Rishadan Dockhand in the main deck, 4 Chalice with Void in the main deck, and 4 Spellstutter Sprites in the sideboard. I really have been enjoying this list, and now it's time to see if we can actually get the trophy. So stay tuned for this one. And we are right back into it here, right into what is round 4 of the league. And this hand, I would say it's actually quite alright. We don't know much about Bleach Boy's deck here. He's only got 6 cards here, but I think we're gonna keep this. We are on the draw, so we get some information. Sometimes I actually like being on the draw with a tight chipper in hand, because sometimes you want to just put it out and go aggressive with it, but if I'm versus Tron, I really want to keep it in hand. Yeah, so this is Merfolk. Here I definitely just want to play it down. To block here. This could mean that he has another one, but I don't want to give him the value. I'm so excited about Dominaria United. So many cool cards. So good to see. Ooh, Chalice with Void. This is actually a great draw. So actually I think now we should go and play the Chalice for 1 here, because against Merfolk this is just a great play. We don't have that many cards we can play now. Of course, Ether Vials and Side Chippers, but it's much worse for them. You see, they can't even play anything. And we can't play the Side Chipper, but that's fine. So I think actually I don't want to play the Lore, because it seems like they are potentially holding up Counterspell here. Or Archmage's Charm, so they'll just counter our Lord of Atlantis. I rather want to play the Warlock Grove, because the Warlock Grove allows me to both play the Force Negation, but also just to counter it. The Tactical draw is of course kind of awkward, but we can take it. And we're gonna counter this. Hell no, sir. I don't want to give him cards in graveyard and stuff like that. Let's counter this as well. Okay. So he gets his Trick Installation Shredder. All of this is fine. I think we really denied him card advantage here. He's down to 2 cards. 1 card now, and with 2/4 flyer. I think we got the chance to win this game. So here let's just play Double Lord. The reason for doing this is also he gets to connive, but I think it's worth it because I want to get it out of burn range for the 1 mana move spell. Oh, he can't play that anyways, but I think it's fine getting a lot of pressure on the board. We got a 3-turn clock on him now. Let's start by attacking here. Let's crack the Warlock Grove. Motorwall is fine. Gives us an attack next turn. He's gonna take us in here. Merfolk could be coming in. It's not. Okay, let's start by playing this one. He could be countering this, but that's fine. Still want it. We can't play the Dockhand because of Chalice, so let's just get in the Mutavault. Mulu was a pretty nice draw next last turn. He's on 2, we got 3 lethal threats. Again, Chalice of the Void, amazing against Murktide. And playing against Murktide, we're gonna get our Relics in, we want to get our Dismembers in. We actually also want to get our Solstice in, and have the Borrows in. Could consider the Kiras as well. Then we can cut 1 for Svealun. We've got the Fortifications. We could cut the Dockhands. They're not amazing in this matchup. And then we can just cut one of the Lords here. The reason why I'm cutting 1 Svealun, Svealun is pretty good in this matchup, but when you put in 2 Kiras and a Brazen Borrow, you just get so stacked up on the 3-drop spot. And I think it's fine just getting a bit out there. No, I'm loving the new cards here from Dominaria United. Excited if they're also going to print a 1-drop. Vodalian Hexcatcher seems so nice. I made a video on that as well. You can find it in my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/DracoWing. Here I'm gonna just talk about a bit about that card specifically and what I think it's gonna be a really big strong addition to the deck. And actually one of the things I'm also thinking is that because that card is a 2-drop, allowing us to sacrifice Merfolk for good value. I think it actually even makes our 1-drop stronger. So having more 1-drops could be cool. Right now we don't really have that much 1-drops, so just give us one more 1-drop. This hand, I think it's pretty good. This hand, we got Relic is good against them. Either Vial on 1 is pretty good against them. Dismember is good against the Ragavan early. Let's keep this hand. Let's see what's gonna happen. Did he mulligan? He mulliganed to 6 cards. Bleach Boy. Okay. Slow start from him. That's pretty good for us because then we can play the Ether Vial on 1 here. Chalice of the Void is interesting. I think there's an argument for waiting with the Chalice. He's also going to have counterspell here. So he might counter our Relic. And then we can resolve the Chalice next turn. I like the Mutavault, that's pretty good. I want to keep the creatures in hand so I can vial them in. That's pretty much better. So if I'm playing down the Mutavault and then playing Relic, you can see if you want to counter that. That's a pretty good card against him. And then we have Dismember up if he plays something. I don't want to run the Chalice of the Void on 1 out. The really nice little thing here is the Chalice of the Void on 1. It doesn't count on the Dismember because it has a 3-drop. Ooh, that's pretty good for him. Not much you can do against that. But we can Dismember a creature he plays here, and then we can play the Ether Vial on 1 next turn. Okay, he's probably gonna counter something here. Okay, that's nice. So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna start by playing Cavern, naming Merfolk. Playing the Ether first. Let's see what he does here. He might counter this. He did not. Then we have the chance. I think we're gonna play the Chalice here, making him counter it, because we have a Chalice on 1 still. So he's gonna counter this. I don't want to just do nothing. Oh, he's gonna run that one out. It's fine by me. So we get to resolve our Chalice. That's really good. We're gonna take some damage from the Brazen Borrower, but we got, you know, Tricksters and Dismembers and cards like that. Yeah, he could do his Expressive Iteration. I actually kind of want him to counter the... Oh, Ancient Explosives. Yeah, that's gonna get countered. Nice try though. Want to get his Sorcerer out there. He didn't expect that, I think. Now we're gonna take 3 points of damage. We're gonna draw. Kira can't resolve that. We choose Merfolk here. Let's just get the artifact out there. So what we're considering here is, are we gonna go for the Dismember play? I think we're gonna wait a bit and just Trickster it down in his turn. If we then counter the Trickster, we can Dismember in the response. Let's see what happens here. We're not in a hurry. But as the Cavern, make sure that we can't get countered here. Counter Souls. Strong card. Okay, that works. Let's take it on top. I actually like that card. Let's just get rid of that one. I just like having 2-drops when I have the So I'm considering just to attack with the Motorbolt here. What does the Trickster actually do? Not much really. So hit him down for 3 points of damage. Don't really want to use the Chalice for anything here. Okay, he didn't want to play anymore. I don't blame him. That Chalice of the Void is just amazing. So 4-0. let's see if we can get the trophy. We'll be right back for the final round, the final of the tournament. Merfolk is the best deck in the universe. Let's take this one down. Okay, final round. We're here for the finals. 4-0 with Merfolk. And of course, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/c/Dracowing. We up against Mervin here. He asked me, do you want to keep this hand? And I say, I keep. Ooh, is it Rakdos midrange? Pretty cool. We draw our Rishadan Dockhand. One of the things I like about 1-drops in Merfolk is that curving out like this, you know, 1-drop into Adepts, into Svelune, just makes Svelune indestructible in the first round it comes in. That's pretty nice, but we don't have too good 1-drops right now. That's why I really want to see Dominaria United give me a good 1-drop. Could be cool. 1-drops are hard to design, right? Because you can't put too much power in a 1-drop. You can of course make Rishadan, but wow, that's a crazy play. So we're definitely gonna attack here. Go in for 1 damage. We're gonna play the Adept. Let's just show another Adept. And then now we'll be fine to draw a land here. Either Vile is not cool. Not cool, bro. But we do have another draw to get the land. Okay, Black Cliff, so he might have a Liliana here. I think we're maybe just gonna sack the Rishadan Dockhand or whatever. So if we don't have a lands, it's too slow. What's going on with this hand? Land? No land. Okay. I think it's a stack with removal here. If stack removal, I rather want to play the Adept. And then it's just gonna attack. And then if I play the Adept and draw a Vial, then that's perfect. Or I draw a land and then I can play the Vial, then it's perfect. I'm gonna soul Svelune because I have 2. Want to draw a land there. If he plays nothing here, he really have a slow hand. Pretty glad about my Force Vacation right now. And one of the discussions we had with the Vidalian Hex Catcher is that what are we gonna cut? And you know, looking at the hand right now, I'm really glad I have a Force Negation since I'm not drawing lands. So having something to do when I'm tapped out with, you know, creatures on the board, pretty nice. Okay, that's a pretty good Fury. We can wipe my board. Not much we can do about that. But we are not, you know, this is, some people look at this and say, oh my god, this is so strong. This I need to force negation, Otherwise, he will have a 3/3 double striker. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Pitching Svalun. I can't deal with the 3/4 strike. I need to rebuild my board. It might seem aggressive, but it's not a bad creature having a 3/4 double strike. I can tap it down for a turn, but I don't really have any ways of killing it. Okay, he had one more. That's why his hand was so bad. Two cards in hand. What could this be here? I think I'm still gonna go for the Adept. Showing the Master of the Bertrand, that's fine. Land, please. Wait. Unfortunate. That's one of the cards that's not really good against him. I don't think any reason for playing it for 0. They don't have, you know, spells that can counterpart that. So it's kind of a dead draw. Okay, so this either battle never really got running because we couldn't draw a land. We're gonna take 6 points of damage, but then we can trickster it next turn. And then we can play, hopefully, Svalun Indestructible, which are pretty good against with the Fury. Yes, we go to 14. Yeah, it's unfortunate. He'd probably ask me to discard the Adept. Or sacrifice the Adept, yeah. He goes the island finally. A bit too late now. I could play the Svalun. Seems pretty good here. So you can play the Violent the Trickster. I think actually playing Violent Trickster is better. He's gonna ask us to discard, and we're gonna discard the Chalice of the Void next turn. Then we can kill. Kill off the Liliana unless he has a removal spell. What does he have here? Myorin? Yes, yes. Academ's Awakening. And nothing. just want to see if I can get to kill the Liliana here. I do get to kill the Liliana here. So he got instant, land, sorcery. So Svelun is pretty dead meat here. I think I'm gonna play this instead. I want to get the indestructible Svelun down because in this matchup it's really relevant. He would even easily have a Terminate or... Okay, he's gonna lightning bolt his own creature to remove my board. That's pretty good. I thought you were gonna play a Malekith Rebirth on that. That was interesting. I lightning bolt my Fury. I know it's late in the evening. And maybe you have a backside here. Now I'm gonna terminate that one. Okay. One card in hand. Now we have Lord of Atlantis up here. Oh, Voodoo Ward is nice. I think we're just gonna attack for 2. And then play the Svelun. And then have the Lord of Atlantis in backup in my hand. Bro, did you just lightning bolt yourself to death here? That seems so not advisable. Okay. Rakdos mid-range. I don't like the Chalice of the Voids in this matchup. They are playing with only one Cruxa. Is Relic good? It's really good. Relic actually works, should work against Malekith Rebirth, but it's too narrow, right? They have Ragvan, so I want to get this one in. And we're gonna get the Kiras in. Baseball is pretty good against... Nah, not really. They have a lot of elementals, so subtleties are also good. And what could we cut here? I think actually Rishadan Dockhand is pretty nice. We need maybe a way to get it, you know, unblockable. I like Svelun in this matchup, but we may want to cut one because of the Kiras. But actually, the Force Negations is not that hot in this matchup. I think I'd rather want to get those out. What are we countering, you know? Nothing too crazy. Another thing, Colligan's Command. That's a problem. I don't like me Colligan's Command, but I don't think I want to do it here. Unbelievable. I'm meeting Rakdos midrange in the final. Come on, bro. Majoran. Exciting first game. We managed to put out on top. So this hand is decent. We have answers to the early Ragavan. What did I actually do? Okay, yeah. No Ragavan, but a Thoughtseize maybe. Maybe a Thoughtseize here. What could he take? Grief. I think I don't want to Solitude the Grief. Just take something here. I don't think my hand is too good for too crazy for that. Maybe he take the Rishadan Dockhand. That's not insane at all. That's my turn 1 play. Grief. The Tidebappo indicates bad lands in his hand. Ooh, of course, that's pretty sick. Undying Malice. Damn. Oof. Maybe we should have. Solitude it. Oof. I'm considering my options now. I was too fast. Damn. That's so sick. Should have Solitude it. That wasn't. It's of course the entire combo behind the deck, so we should have of course Subtled it. That's how it is. Let's see what we get here. The Trickster goes down. And he got a 4/3 menace. Interestingly, he took the Tidebappo one. I'm just gonna put down another Dockhand, and then in his upkeep, I'm gonna tap down. A land. It's so warm today. Denmark is like this entire crazy heat. The humidity is just insane. Okay, so he wanted to kill the Dockhand so he could tap down some, so he can tap down something. So, what does that mean? Does he have anything good? Now I can tap down the Grief with the Trickster. Let's do that. Okay. Damn, I think if we had subtlety that in the start of the round here, we would have been so much better off. Okay, that's not gonna happen, bro. So you see, Solis is really good against the Fury. One card in hand. He's gonna put it on top. He doesn't care about anything. That's a pretty nice draw. So now he's considering, killing anything. We did in 3 turns. We could consider just double blocking. Nah. Don't want to double block here. The Kira is pretty nice here. Nullifies the Fury totally. So go to 8 here. And there's no way he can get the Fury in the board, in play. So we hit him for 6, 7. Goes to 10, hit us for 4. It's not so interesting. Otavaro is not an interesting draw. Considering double blocking here. What if we double block with? Want to double block with the Motorbolt and the Dockhand potentially, right? No, let's just attack with the Kira and tap down one of the lands with the Dockhand, and then having multiple blockers. I'm just gonna keep those Otavaro in hand. We're in the conservative route here, but by tapping down a land, he needs to have double removal spells to kill out of 2 creatures. If I get this off the board, I think I'm in a pretty decent position and I can top deck really nicely. This grief has been giving him a lot of value in this game. Mm-hmm. 2 mana, 3 cards. One of them is Fury. So he's ahead on cards, but we are a bit ahead on board, and we get to tap down a land each turn with the Dockhand. We need to draw something like a Sphere, something that could really elevate our position. And then I think I want to put down the Otavaro so I can keep tapping. It's not hard to find work in Rishadan as long as you've got a strong back and don't ask too many questions. Good point. That could be an alternative route for success in your working life. Iorian, I am expecting something crazy from you now. Let's see how this works. Maybe he has a lightning bolt or something to kill off the Kira. Oh, that's pretty spicy. That's actually really good. Hats off to him. That worked. Really crazy. Let's draw a land here for the Otavara. Yes. The question is if we do it now or wait. Just want to do it. Doesn't really matter. Let's just wait. So one card in hand. I think he exhausted all his resources here. Bouncing a Fury is not optimal. He's even drawing a land here, so he could just hardcast the next turn. But I think we don't really have an option. We go to if we let him hit us, we go to 2, and that is just not good in a deck full of lightning bolts. Grief, okay. So that's okay. Now we know his hand. Let's draw Otavara, Svelun here. So we're gonna take 3 points of damage, and he might be able to cast it, but we'll see what we draw. If this hits us, we can't do anything about this. So I actually think it's better to dismember this one now. Otherwise, the dismember is just gonna get nullified. And playing the master just gives him an out with the land. He can play the Fury. Not great. This gives him the Fury next turn. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're done for, but we have to do this. Ragavan coming in. That's a good top deck. Now we can play the Fury next turn. So there's no card we can draw here. Yeah, I can just hardcast it, whatever. Fine, you got it, bro. We are, for the last game, we are in for all the marbles here. They do this Malachir Rebirth stuff all the time. That's like the entire, you know, idea behind the deck. Maybe we want to do the Chalice and 1 on the play. Could be pretty nice. I'm gonna pitch out the Dockhands. This is a nice hand. We can dismember his turn 1 play, and then we can put down the Chalice. That nullifies all his Undying Malice stuff, and Malakir Rebirth and Lightning Bolts. If Chalice on 1 will win us the game here, I'll be much excited, much happy. Come on. Damn! That's the worst. Oh, of course. Okay, my bad. I'm tired. I should have just did in response. I should dismember it in response while the stack was on the trigger. Now I'm not. Ah, damn. Ah, well played by Moron. I'm gonna take my headset off. It's so warm. So hot. I'm dying of thirst in here. And I think I punted here after I was looking at the grief. I should have just dismembered it in response with Malakir Rebirth on the stack. No, when it comes in and the trigger is on the stack, you just dismember it. And then he keeps the Malakir Rebirth in hand. He could have chosen the Chalice of the Void, but then he doesn't have a creature. So I really done myself in here. But yeah. Good deck, well played by Moron. Okay, let's draw an island here. Okay, we can play a Chalice on 1. That's pretty nice. Then we can draw an island and resolve a Sveloon. But it means that the Malakir Rebirth stuff is out of the question now. Damn, it would have been much stronger to be able to dismember that one. That was my bad. Poor play. I haven't played that much against this Rakdos Malakir Rebirth version here. It's a pretty nice tech. Okay, Fable. I didn't know that I was going to play that card as well. Maybe we want to keep in the 4th negation in this matchup actually. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Damn it. So close. Oh man, I'm sweating bullets here. We are done for. So dead, can't be more dead. It's not even a creature, can't even play that. Yeah. Damn, punted at the final. That's my bad. Oh well. Now, let's just concede this. Okay, that was not good. Of course, we are excited about the overall result going for one of this. But in the last game, I should have played better. But that's how it is. But I enjoyed playing the list. It's kind of fun having the Rishadan Dockhand. I would still say that comparing it to my normal list, I would want to, you know, I'm excited about. So what worked here? What worked? I don't think the Rishadan Dockhand, they were decent, but it's not good enough. I don't think it's enough to be able to stall a bit sometimes. Comparing it when it's just too weak, so I'm not sold on this card. It's kind of fun to use, and it's good that you sometimes have a one drop. That feels really nice, but it's not really the ability that was so strong. The main deck Chalice of the Void is actually really a nice strategy right now. Good against Murktide, good against Living End and Rhinos. So I think this is definitely something you could be doing. And looking at the Spellstutter sprites, I was impressed by this card, so definitely get some Spellstutter sprites for your collection. On that, I would just say a nice 4-1, pretty clean. Next time we have to get the trophy. That was close, but catch you next time. Thanks for watching.